Hello and welcome to sports fans to this live streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with our local school districts. We'd also like to thank our local sponsors who make these live athletic streams possible. We would ask that you support their business when you can. I'm Terry Ross along with Colton Treadway coming to you live from Lithia and Driveway Fields, Gary H. Wheeler Field in particular, or otherwise known as Field 10 out here. And Medford, Oregon is where we are. This is the Lithia Superstore game of the night as we get set for this girls soccer matchup between the visiting Grants Pass Lady Cavers and the South Medford Panthers. Coverage today is brought to you by Table Rock Sports, Oregon's leading provider of live high school athletic streams through our Lithia Superstore Game Center at TableRockSports.net. We would like to welcome our home and visiting fans watching today. Our sponsors keep these events free for fans to enjoy. Please let them know you appreciate their support. Table Rock Sports invites you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'd like to say thank you to the over 4,500 fans who already have. It's time for the Abby's Pizza pregame show, and with locations to serve you throughout Southern Oregon, make Abby's Pizza your post-game stop. With a menu that covers all your family tradition, or your favorites even. Abby's is an Oregon post-game tradition since the 1970s. We'll see you after the game at Abby's. When we come back, we'll take a look at both of these ball clubs. We'll do that right after we take this quick time out here on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net.
The Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
Whether it's game day or a family get-together, Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
You want diverse venues? We got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
The Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram of Medford Superstore wants to buy your vehicle. So we'll beat any other dealer's offer to buy your vehicle by $500. And if we don't buy your vehicle, we'll fill up your gas tank. Only at Lithia Dodge.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
At Rogue Credit Union, we don't answer to shareholders. Instead, we return earnings back to our members. We know that we're stronger when we work together, and that's why we're invested here, living, giving, and supporting local. We're your friends and your neighbors. We know the needs of our communities. Being a part of Rogue means that our focus is on our members, and when you prosper, we prosper. See the credit union difference and how being a part of something smaller can have a bigger impact.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Really felt like they should have had a 1-1 tie possibly because one of the balls went off the top of the crossbar, and they had a shot, but South Eugene stopped it just in front of the goal line and denied him, so they didn't get that one. But otherwise, he's pretty proud about how his team is playing. He's one of those teams that also has a very young squad playing out there for him. He's got 2 seniors on his team, and everybody else is just kind of playing first year or maybe second year varsity. Some of the juniors may have been on the varsity squad last year, but they didn't play a whole lot. So he's trying to win with a young squad. He told me to come back next year. They'll be a whole lot better. Meanwhile, South Medford is also playing with a really young squad, as most of these teams, soccer teams here in the Southwest Conference are this year. I'm telling you, soccer fans, that the Southwest Conference is going to have some wonderful and amazing soccer games next season because all the teams are so young. But South Medford comes in 3-6-1 overall, 1-5-1 in conference play. But here's the thing. If South Medford wins this game tonight, they will just about pull themselves into a tie with Grants Pass, and they would be one of about 3 teams that's tied for third place if South Medford can find a way to win this one. So that's what both of these teams are looking at. It's really what both of the coaches are looking at tonight. It's an important game for these kids to win. There's only 5 more. 5 soccer matches, I guess they call them. I need to learn to call them matches. 5 matches after this one. And then we're into the rankings freeze, and it's playoff time. I mean, it's coming up on us quick. 5 matches. It's only going to take them about 3, maybe 2.5 weeks to get through that. So it'll happen quickly. And so now everybody needs wins. And maybe I was looking at the other standings. Some of the conferences haven't even hardly started league play, which means you only get 1 shot at the team. If you're at one of those conferences, you get 1 chance. And if you lose it, you're really in a hole. At least in the Southwest Conference, you get 2 chances. So maybe you can get a split out of it if you work it right. When we come back, it'll be time to introduce the teams and finish up with pregame activity on the Lithia Superstore Game of the Day on TableRockSports.net.
Diverse venues, we got them. Year-round sports access? You bet. Race cars, soccer, paragliding? Check, check, check. Medford has it covered as your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
Okay, you know how people complain about how Dutch Bros workers are like too nice, too hyper, compliment you too much, whatever? Maybe you're not nice enough. Maybe you need to get a little Dutch Bros in you.
Discover the West Coast destination for those seeking more. More sunny days, more athletic facilities, more outdoor adventures, more to do during downtime. Medford is your sport ground, where the West Coast plays.
It's game time! And there's only one thing that makes it all possible. Refs.
We're looking for people like you.
Former athletes.
Parents.
Community members.
Anyone who can manage the game and stick with it.
But we need more heroes and stripes. People like you.
Join the team and keep sports alive.
Play ball.
Because no ref, no game.
Choose a company that best represents you and our local community.
Choose a company that focuses on relationships rather than transactions.
Choose a company that empowers their employees and provides growth opportunities from within.
Choose a company that shows compassion and rises to the occasion in times of need.
Call a John L. Scott broker today.
And we welcome you back here to the Lithia Driveway Field tonight, Gary H. Wheeler Field. And we'll put the old scoreboard up. They're going to just start the game. There will be no introductions of teams. There's going to be no national anthem. There won't be much of anything else going on. We're going to go right straight into the ball game. That would mean that I need to tell you, stay tuned at halftime for stats and updates brought to you by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. The Fall's Activities Guide is out now with sports leagues, classes, and activities for all. Visit playmedford.com to learn more. I have my computer just a little far from where I'm standing otherwise, but we'll try to make it work tonight. The Lady Cavers will be wearing their white uniforms. And out there in goal for them, I believe it's going to be Hemmingson. Yeah. At goal, I was listening to the ref yell up here to the press box. And in goal, I believe for South Medford is Michaela Jordan. We'll get that as we go along and we get a little better view of her number. The officials are getting their act together out there. They're trying to make sure that everybody's working on the same page. I'm not sure why they were interested in whether there was a mic or not. Unless they wanted to use it. They were testing it out earlier, just for those of you that weren't. There we go. Weren't around. They were testing it out. But it's for next week, not this week. Grant's pass with it. Over to the side. Now they'll send it way over to the other side. Can they advance it? Trying to push it through. They do. There's a long pass. Controlled for the moment by Grant's pass and then taken away by the Panthers. That's headed out of there nicely by Henley Hood. Coming down the sideline with it is Mia Kalina for South Medford, but then she makes a long cross-field pass. Now Grant's pass has it in there on their feet. They're working it down. Going to send it back. Going to go out of bounds. Grant's pass direction. Now comes Grant's pass again. As you can see, we're just getting things underway here. There goes Eden Bolin. Bolin has to give it up. We'll get it out there, and it'll go South Medford direction. And again, South Medford is Grant's pass will just knock it out of bounds. There's the boot. South Medford has it. They'll pass it through. And the Lady Cavers will take it back. There's a tripping. So Grants Pass will kick it. Getting tripped up that time was Caitlin Coulter. And getting ready to boot it is Gracie Ledesma. Take that back. That was not Ledesma. That was Kaylin Morey. Down there by the South Medford goal, but they can't get it. Well, they're going to say. Nope. Goal kick coming up just in front of the goal for South Medford. And out of bounds. Grants Pass. And there's the throw in. And we'll play long ball here. Back and forth. Going to go out of bounds. Hood couldn't catch up with that one. Here comes Grants Pass. Can they push it all the way through? It doesn't look like it. Now they push it through. The South Medford's going to chase it down. Out of bounds. Grants Pass. Hood to inbound. Nope, she's going to give it up. Lucy Nugent to inbound it. Deep throw, controlled by South Medford. For the moment, anyway. Trying to keep it in bounds. Working hard there. And finally, Grants Pass gets out of there with it. There's a pass through, but not able to catch up with it and out of bounds. Gracie Ledesma trying to catch up with that. There's a deep, deep pass. Ledesma's down there, but South is going to bang it out of there. Here comes Grants Pass right back the other direction, though. Taking that for South Medford is their goalkeeper. Jordan, I believe it is. It's hard to see her number against that uniform. Grants Pass will get a kick out of this. I got to move it back a few yards to the 37, and they'll move it. Now started kicking it from there. There's a long kick in. Scramble around for it. Grants Pass comes out of there with it. They can't move it forward. South Medford takes it. There's another one. Grants Pass, but it'll be handled on 2 hops. South Medford will get it out of there. Jordan handling that one fairly easily. Reason I'm trying to work so hard at getting her number is they do have another goalkeeper for South Medford. But she's a freshman, so I'm not sure that she's the one that's starting. Now South Medford running it. The Panthers trying to get it back downfield. That's going out of bounds. Kicking that out of bounds was Jada Dabs. Nugent throws it in again, goes way deep with it. It's headed out of there. Now it's always a matter of who's going to get control of it. South Medford at the moment. Panthers will send it through. Nope, going to be taken away. Taking that one away that time was Jordan Rothrock. And then they lose it right back to South Medford. Substitution. Way over there on the other side of the field. A couple of South Medford Panthers coming in. I can see that number 7 is Donica Anderson. And also coming in and coming into view, number 21, Emma Kerrigan. And Kerrigan is going to actually throw it in. Right to Grant's pass. Now out of bounds off of Nugent. Or make that Coulter. And out of bounds that time off of South Medford. That was off of Anderson. Out of bounds. Well, that's interesting. We keep ourselves going out of bounds here. Grant's pass, still trying to work it down. They've got it in South Medford territory, but the Panthers are going to get it out of there. All the Grant's pass did there was slow it down. And out of bounds. South Medford. There's the pass through. Too far. Out of bounds. South Medford. Neither team able to do much right now. One of the things that Paul Williams did say that his team was playing well defensively. By the way, I need to say hi to his parents. He told me they're probably listening over there in Manchester, England tonight. Well, this morning for them. It's about like 3 a.m. in the morning over there. I don't know if they're listening or not. They would have to send a message to Table Rock or something. I don't have any way of knowing if they're listening, but he said quite possibly they were listening. Grant's pass. Paul Williams, you might remember, he was the head coach over at Hidden Valley for a number of years. And got his team to the semifinals one year. I remember that because I went over there and called the game and talked to him about his parents living in Manchester. Out of bounds. Off of Grant's pass. The game that I called when they were listening in Manchester was at least a little more reasonable hour. Here comes Nugent to throw it in. As that soccer match started like at about 4 o'clock or so in the afternoon over here, which should have been about noon over there. So a little easier than what they're going through tonight if they're up watching. And here's South Medford, just kind of going to have a goal kick. South Medford finally gets control of it. They begin to push it through. I don't think they're going to get anywhere with it. It doesn't look good. Out of bounds. South Medford. There's a push through. There's a one-on-one coming up. No, the goalkeeper comes out and nicely knocks that one away. Jordan getting there. While they're getting set up here, I'll watch the replay. Yeah, Jordan got there pretty easily that time. Actually, here's the throw-in now. Bounce, bounce. It's always dangerous when it's bouncing around, and they're going to say it's a South Medford ball. Down the sideline, out of bounds. Grass pass just punched that one out. I'll punch it out again. Oh, they're not going to get that. That's going to be over the goal line. And out of bounds to Grant's pass. That means Hemmingson will have a goal kick. That'll go Grant's pass direction. Substitution for Grant's pass. Put the glasses on it. They're way across the side of the field. Haven't quite picked up the number yet. We'll get it. And it'll go Grass pass direction. They're going to get the kick. And out. That's off of Bolin. Throwing it in is Kerrigan. They'll just send this back to Jordan. Jordan will punch it out of there. Kerrigan. Get it around to Kalina. Now over to the far side. Stopped by Grant's pass. And out of bounds. Nope. Kept it inbound. Now it's out of bounds. Grant's pass. And we got a substitution again. So while they're doing that, We'll ask you if you know the city of Medford is the largest provider of community recreation classes, programs, and sports leagues in Southern Oregon. Check out the fall program guide for hundreds of offerings at playmedford.com. Jordan will kick it out to a teammate. Way long. Nobody back there but white shirts. And they'll send it back to Hemmingson. Hemmingson will get it out to now South Medford. Trying to put the pressure on. There's a shot, but that's going to go way right, wide to the right. That'll be a goal kick. South Medford playing over here tonight because their soccer field is under repair right now. In fact, Patrick Grady was thinking they would probably be here next week for seniors night. Still don't expect it to be fixed. I didn't ask him for a timeline, but it would seem that somewhere down around the end of October is what they're expecting to be able to get back to their own home field. That'll be a natural turf. That I believe that's not going to be artificial like this one. South Medford working it hard though. Grant's pass. Get it around. Can't do it. Trying to get it to the middle, but not going to happen as Kalina's going to step in there and grab that one for South Medford. Now they're going to fire it ahead, and she's got it again. She's going to, she was going to boot it. Now she sets up, fires it cross pitch, and out of bounds. Nope. Oh, they do say out of bounds. It's going to go Grant's pass direction. I take that back. That is not a throw-in. It's going to be a kick, is what the official over there called. South Medford, no, that one's going to get deflected by Grant's pass, one of the defensive players. Now they can't get it out of there. Kalina centers it up for somebody. Nobody there to take the shot. Well, they had it, but they're, one more time. All that's there is just Grant's pass. There's no South Medford players in the area. Here they come again. They're going to get it to Kalina one more time. In fact, you got two Kalinas out there. Ruby at number 8 and Kia, or Mia at number 12. Not sure that you can pick up their numbers that easily. Carrigan to inbound it. That hurts. That hurts just hearing it hit your head. It's bowling. It's trying to figure out what planet one might be on. There's a long shot, but Hemmingson takes it out of the air. You're just going to roll this one. Almost lost it. Mia Kalina with it. Trying to get it somewhere. They're trying to get it back to Kalina. That was Nyberg who was doing that. Kalina has it on her foot. Can she do anything with it? Now she gets it to the middle. That one's blocked. knocked out of there, and Kalina's up. Kerrigan inbounding it. Grants pass to take it. Now they take it back. Kalina back to the middle. Kerrigan will save it. Gonna pass it again. Wrestling for it was Anderson. And this will be a kick for South Medford. Anderson will take it. Because I don't know how else to describe it to you. It's from the 29-yard line. The Grants past 29-yard line. So it's a 29-yard shot. It's up. One bounce. Hemmingson has it. I would say that a tie is maybe helpful for both squads, but I'm not sure that it is. They don't, you start to run out of opportunities to win, and we've got offside. Should mean South Medford will be getting it back. And they will, far side. They're at their own 32-yard line for this. One bounce. Hemmingson knocks it up. Now there's a South Medford player. Hemmingson falls on it. And they want timeout. I'm a little bit of ways from my clock here. So we'll have to start it a little bit late. South Medford will have a kick. I don't think this is a direct kick. Nope. From the corner. Up, wide. And it caught me off guard. I wasn't paying attention when they started. So now my clock's a little slow. Maybe what I'll do is do this for you. And when it gets there, we'll start it again. And out of bounds. Off of Kerrigan. Oh, we're still at no score. Been a lot of ties this year in the Southwest Conference. Yes. Grant's pass ball. But wins, maybe not so much, but a lot of ties. And of course, they don't play overtime until they get into the playoffs, which, as we alluded to on the pregame show, begins in just a few weeks. Nice save that time by Kalina. That was Mia Kalina. A little too much pushing that time by Grant's pass. Oh, good. South Medford, a kick and Dobbs takes that one. Far side over there, they going to get this to Hemmingson. Hemmingson will get it out of there. There comes Grant's pass again. With 11:38 to go. Out. South Medford. Substitution. While they do that, we would like to say thank you to our sponsors for making tonight's coverage possible. That includes the Lithia Superstore on Highway 62. They are your home for Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat vehicles and trucks. They're also our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. Pushing it ahead, but not so much. Now here comes South Medford back the other way. The Panthers will pass it off, but there's a shot. Oh, Hemmingson knocks it away. Woo! That one was on line. Headed for the upper corner, but not to be. Instead it'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Way down there in the shadows. We'll see if we can pick up the action. There's the ball's up. Grant's pass has control of that. That didn't even come close to working out for South Medford that time. There's a shot on goal. It's up and over, way too high. It would have been good for a field goal. Fortunately, those don't count in soccer. South Medford with it. Out of bounds. And Grant's pass will have control. Got it around one. Got to find some teammates. Get it around the second one. Third one, cannot get it past the fourth one. They can head it out of there by the Lady Cavers. And out of bounds. South Medford. Well, it's going to be one of those nights where both teams are going to have to play 80 minutes apparently. Because it's not happening much here in the first half, but we still have 8:10 to go. It's a little bit of a ways. South Medford down in the corner. It's going to be out of bounds off of South Medford. There's the throw in. Grant's pass has control. Having control and being able to do something with it are two different things. Out of bounds. South Medford. Out. It goes now to Grants Pass. Now South Medford has it. Back to the Panthers. The Panthers can't push it through. Trying hard to do that is Anderson, but it wasn't happening. Now she gets it to Kalina, Mia Kalina. She gets it over to Nyberg. Nyberg sends it down into the... Oh, Grants Pass takes it away. And the Lady Cavers kick it out of bounds. South Medford ball. There have been some shots on goal, but I wouldn't say there's been any serious offensive pressure put on either goalie. The defense in the middle field has been pretty fierce. I would define the middle field as from the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line, but been pretty fierce in that regard. There's a shot. That's wide left. I believe that was Nyberg with that one. Might have been Maggie Nyberg. Might have been who that was. So, long shot. Didn't go though. South Medford pushing it through. Now, Grants Pass will stop that idea. Bailey Marchington right there to play a little defense. One more time, a substitution for South Medford. South Medford looking for somewhere to go. There's a long shot. Taken on one bounce by Hemmingson. That'll be a kick. No, throw in for South Medford. Kerrigan with it again. Kalina, but North Medford will take that away. Kerrigan. I'm going to say it's a kick for South Medford. But it will not be Kerrigan. It'll be Kalina, Mia Kalina, on the kick. Gotta get everybody lined up. Now we're ready to go. And after all that, it'll be Anderson that actually takes the kick. Trying to hook it, it doesn't hook. And Grants Pass will grab it. Here come the Panthers, or the Lady Cavers, and then the Panthers take it right back, and that's going to go way out of bounds. Well, I think the scoring cap here on the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report that's coming up is going to be rather brief. That'll go out of bounds. South Medford direction. A lot of, sorry about the dead air, but they're just kind of going back and forth right now, what I call the midfield struggle. Nobody's actually able to advance the ball. Mia Kalina, but see, Grass Pass is going to take it right back. Grass Pass will advance it, and then South Medford will take it right back. Grass Pass has it down there. There's a play on. Grass Pass again, trying to get it in. Can't get a shot off. South Medford will take it away. Then declares it down to their side of the field. Here comes everybody. There's a shot blocked. And booted out of there by Grants Pass. South Medford heads it back the other way. Now you got a chance here. Grants Pass has it. There's one person there and two defenders, and not being able to get around them was Coulter. South Medford has it. I think they're going to probably ride out the half. It's going to go out of bounds. But before we get that far, the half is going to end. There it is. Halftime. So we have made it to halftime here at the Lithia and Driveway Field, Gary H. Wheeler Field. And we've arrived with no score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. John L. Scott, they have offices in Medford, Ashland, and Eugene. It's time for the Medford Parks and Recreation halftime report right after this on TableRockSports.net.
Combining your home and auto insurance could save you time and money. And who doesn't like that? Want surprisingly great rates on auto, home, and life? Now's the time to call State Farm agent Rory Wold in Medford.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This has been my profession for 30 plus years now. I really love my work. We try to source as many ingredients as we can as local as possible, like local fruits and vegetables. We have a menu like you would find in any nice restaurant. We don't make it until you order it, so everything will be coming out fresh. We do have wonderful desserts here as well. Every day you have 5 or 6 options as far as a fresh dessert go. People are bringing their friends and family and wanting to show off what we have here to offer.
Come take a tour of Twin Creeks and meet our award-winning.
For over 50 years, each day has started with a smile, a helping hand, and a promise to be there when you need us most. Delivering on that promise are our hard-working, dedicated employees. At Sherms, we're proud to be an essential part of our community and look forward to keeping our selection, quality, and value where our customers deserve for many years to come. Sherms Food for Less and Thunderbird Market.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
The Medford Parks and Recreation Department invites you to the Road Credit Union Community Complex for open swim, drop-in sports, and sports leagues. And you can see the events taking place at roguexmedford.com. Join the fun at the Rogue X. All right, that was your scoring recap right there. That spot where I didn't talk, that's because nobody has scored yet. We've had a few shots on goal. I wouldn't say they've been serious threats. They've mostly been on one bounce, two bounces. Hemmingson knocked a couple away that seemed fairly significant and kept this at a 0-0 game. She's out there right now loosening up. And so that's what's going on here. Let's just jump right into what else is going on. We have a little bit longer. Oh, man, I didn't stop it. All right, well, we're back. We'll see how things work out here. We got no score as we begin half number 2. And I'll get my clock reset so you can kind of follow along. And we'll see if anybody scores. Like I was saying, I don't think that a tie necessarily helps Grants pass a lot. I'll get this going the other way for you. Lady Cavers need to get that out of there right now. Here comes South Medford. And they set it up. There's a shot. But Hemmingson handles that one easily. The Lady Cavers, going to get stopped. South Medford's going to punch it again. But it's not going to happen. There's the throw in. They'll keep it in. Can't get it to the middle though right now. Being covered really well by the Lady Cavers. There's a shot. Hemmingson takes that one out of the air. Grant's pass will send it the other way. South Medford will get a kick out of this. South Medford got it there, set it up. Another shot, but Hemmingson has that one. Couple of more serious shots than we saw in the first half. South Medford trying to figure out a way to put the pressure back on the Lady Cavers. Down the sideline, into the middle. Grant's pass. We'll just kick it out of there. Stopped, and here comes South Medford again. So right now we're playing most of the game on the Grants Pass side of the field. What do we have out there? Can't quite hear the official. There's the back at it though. Whatever, he's happy at this point. I'm gonna get a kick. South Medford. I got a throw in. Into the middle, South Medford. Booted out of there. South Medford takes it again. Grants Pass needs to figure out a way to get this out of their side of the field. Out of bounds, but Grants Pass will have a chance. Nope. Referee said no, you won't. South Medford ball. And he gives it right back to Grants Pass. There's a long, long throw. Now Grants Pass has it coming down the sideline. Kick for Grants Pass. All right. It's always a big moment because this is probably one of your better chances. There's the boot. Didn't go far enough. South Medford has it. Trying to push it ahead, and they won't. Grants Pass balls. It goes off of South Medford. Inbounding that was Lillian Morales. Morales got it in. There's Bolin on the other end, trying to catch up with it. But South Medford will take it again. Nope, here comes Grants Pass one more time. Bolin got it again. She gets a good pass through. Don't know if Grants Pass will be able to do anything with it. They will not. South Medford booting it out of bounds. So on the far side, they will inbound it. And that'll go South Medford direction. South Medford working. Now they're going to send it all the way through. Nope. Grants Pass will head it back the other way. Taking that is Anderson. Anderson got 3 players on her. Those defenders aren't letting her go anywhere. Now Grants Pass has the ball. Coulter with it there for a moment. Again, defending. Lee racing for it, and not going to get there, knocked out of bounds. South Medford ball. We have a substitution on the other side of the field. clear across that field. Grants Pass South Medford has it. Get it in to the middle. There's a little shot, but that's going to go wide left, and Hemmingson will be on that easily. And throw it downfield. We'll boot it. Long boot. The race is on. South Medford knocks it out of bounds over the end line. Corner kick. Coming up now for Grants Pass. See what they can do with this. It's up. And South Medford gets it out. Oh, yeah, they're going to say South Medford gets the ball. Out of bounds. You can hear that one go out of bounds. Morales kicking that out, inbounding it is Hobson. I think the fans are getting a little irritated here with the number of whistles that there are. A lot of the whistles have been because the ball has been knocked out of bounds by both squads. There's a kick through, headed away by Grants Pass, and controlled for the moment by the Lady Cavers. And now South Medford has it back. Bolin takes it away momentarily. But away it goes. So right now we're just kind of where neither team can do much with it. Lee wrestling over it. Out of bounds. It'll be Grants Pass ball. We're getting down to that time of the game where we talk about every now and then, or at least I do talk about every now and then, that as it is with any sport, the later you get into the game, the fewer opportunities there are to do anything. And that's true right now with both of these teams. Here's South Medford on the run. But they can't do anything with it, so we'll battle it back and forth out of bounds. South Medford has it. No sense of urgency yet on either squad. We got quite a few minutes to go. We're down to 27.5. You'll see the urgency begin to pick up a little more around the 20-minute mark, and then definitely around the 15-minute mark if points haven't been put on the board. There's a shot. And Hemmingson knocks it away. A diving save. Woo, that was close because it was on line. If she hadn't dove and got a hand on it, it would have been in, but instead it's wide left. We remain scoreless. Ooh, that was about as close as either team has been. And now the referee is indicating that there's a kick. There's the corner kick. And it's in, it's up. Still in front of the net. It's up. Hemmingson knocks that one away. It's still in front of the net. Grants Pass needs to get it out of there, and they do. Here they come down to the other side, and they're going to get it around one, going to get it around two. Now there's a three-man race for it. They're going to get no whistles. They're going to say that it goes back to South Medford. Grants Pass had it going there for a moment. Leo punched that out of there for Grants Pass. The Lady Cavers will try to set it up again. Way out on the other side. They're going to try and bring it back to the middle. Stop. They get it back to the middle. Fire on goal, but nothing doing. Jordan brings that one down. Sarah Robinson with that shot on goal. But Jordan handled it pretty easily. Here's another shot. Wide left. Doesn't get you the name of that one that made that shot as soon as we can pick up their number from afar, which is what we have to do. They don't always turn so we can catch the number, but that one, that was a good effort that time by Grants Pass, I'll tell you what. Now South Medford having to deal with the pressure of the ball being on their side of the field. That's out of bounds. Grants Pass. Can't quite pick up the number yet of that one that made that last shot. We'll do it again. South Medford will keep it. No, Grants Pass is going to grab it. Send it back. They're going to start it over. Over there it goes. Long shot down. South Medford will take that away. Lee steps in and intercepts. Trying to get it to the middle. They do. They got to turn around. Got to do something. Got to find another player. South Medford's going to take this one away. Back to Grants Pass. Lady Cavers trying and out of bounds. It'll be Grants Pass ball. Throw it way down there deep in the corner. South Medford fires it downfield. Now they got to play. Nope. Grants Pass steps in and intercepts it. Mia Kalina with that pass, but it couldn't quite get it through. There's the throw in. And out of bounds. Still Grants Pass ball. Pass. That'll be picked up by the Lady Cavers, sent the other way. Anderson, but nope. That's not going to go either. So we're halfway through the second half. Now we start to pick it up a little bit here. Stop. No. There's a push. Push. On Grants Pass. South Medford will take back over again. Grants Pass. Up the push. South Medford will have a kick. There's a yellow card and a timeout. I get down here to my computer. Comes with 18:53 to go and a yellow card on Lee. So Lee will have to leave the field. Over there to explain that one to Coach Paul Williams. And then over to explain it to Claudio Villa. So both coaches have the explanation. And he'll wave us back into action here. Here comes South Medford. Pushing it. Trying to get to the middle. No, Hemmingson dives again. That makes another save. Goaltenders are probably the MVPs of the game for both teams tonight. They have really had some outstanding saves. And without knowing any better, I'm just assuming that's Jordan that's still in goal for South Medford. There's another save. Grants pass trying to move it on up the field. Long pass. Lady Cavers control it. Got it down there, knocked out of bounds. There's the throw in, but that's going to be knocked away by Grant's pass. South Medford will try and set it up again, but they're sending it way back out. Here they come on the fly. No, they're going to take it away. Now they move it again. Leslie one more time, and she has it taken away a second time. And out of bounds. Quick inbound by Grant's pass. Out of bounds. They'll do it again. Two substitutions coming in for South Medford. We continue the clock. Calling it South Medford. A little too aggressive that time was Megan Hart. Got it through. Trying to put a twist on it, get it to the middle, knocked out of bounds by Grant's pass. .13:48 to go. There's a shot blocked. Didn't hardly get off the foot before that one was blocked. South Medford will try it again. Right now they're putting all the pressure on. Grant's pass has it. There's a pass through, scramble for it, and out of bounds. They're going to say Grant's pass. There's also a substitution over there for the Panthers and the Lady Cavers. Jordan has it. What fans there are here are starting to get into this one. We're approaching 12 minutes to go. Neither team can seem to find a hole in that defense big enough to allow them to score. Part of that is thanks to the goalkeepers, who have both played an excellent game tonight. There's it to the middle. That was a nice pass. Twist, turn, shot. Tipped over. Woo! Anderson took that shot. It was just over the net. If we get set up here, we'll have a corner kick. South Medford will have it. These things are always dangerous if you're the team that isn't doing the kicking. If you're playing the defense, put the glasses on it, it's up. Going to be knocked out of there. South Medford has it. Now Grants Pass will take it away. Here come the Lady Cavers. They get it through. Push. A little too aggressive that time was Kerrigan. Getting ready to kick it is Nugent. Lucy Nugent will boot this one. South Medford will get it out of there. Fire it through. You got a player there, but can't get to it on time. Leslie couldn't get there on time. Grants Pass knocked it away. Corner kick. One more time for the South Medford Panthers. Hemmingson grabs it, falls on it. There's a scramble for it. We have a scrum in soccer. What do we got here? Hemmingson was on it. And we got timeout. Another yellow card, I believe. Let me take care of one thing at a time. South Medford pleading their cause. It will do. Will it do any good? Yeah. Looks like he's waving it off. My clock, by the way, is insisting on running fast by about 5 seconds, so just make note of that if you're watching it on the screen. Although I just set it to be right, so just make note. Boy, now we've got all kinds of substitutions coming in almost every stoppage. But we're down to 8.5 to go. That goes out of bounds. Grants Pass will keep it. Long pass. Headed away. Headed back towards the goal and out of bounds. Corner kick for Grants Pass. This is way over on the other side of the field. Right side. Down there where it's a little dark. It's up. Headed out of there. Another shot, but wide to the left. So Grants Pass got a shot out of it, but I don't know if it was a really good shot. I think that was Nugent that took it, but it wasn't the best shot that one had. Scrambling and pushing for the ball over there on the far sideline. Grants Pass gets it. Now South Medford will take it away. And out of bounds. They keep it in bounds. Here they come. Down the sideline. Grabbing it is Leslie. Back to the middle, but taken away. Grants Pass takes it into the middle. There's one, but handled by Hemmingson on a hop. Galena making a shot. Going down deep, but they're going to just send this back to Jordan. Five. Oops, we got a stoppage here. Well, they got it going faster than I did, so a couple seconds behind. 4:53 is where we're at. So say we're about 3 seconds slow right now behind the stadium clock. That's up and going to go South Medford direction. South Medford. I got to get it through. Get it back to the middle. Fire it down. They got Kalina there. Kalina's not going to get to it. Grants Pass will. Out of bounds it goes, but South Medford will retain possession. We're below 4 minutes. That's out of bounds off of South Medford, so Grants Pass will take a goal kick. Down to 3:35. Actually, 3:31. My clock is saying about 3 seconds slow. South Medford will get rid of that. Grants Pass will try it again. Down to 3:03. So make my clock about 4 seconds slow at this point. Now, it's going to try it again. Nope. Can't get it there. Anderson. Fancy footwork. Got around. Passes it out. Has a teammate out there. Covered well, though. Can't do much with it. Out of bounds. South Medford. All right, throw in. Out of bounds. Covered well by Grant's pass right now. That's out of bounds. Grant's pass direction. Minute 43 to go. Now Grant's pass has a shot at it. No, South Medford's going to take it right back. They'll send that one out of bounds. They'll force the Lady Cavers to inbound from far, far away. Ava Martin gets it into Morey. Morey into the middle, but South Medford has it now. They're going to go to the left side. And then bring it back to the middle. Nope. Grant's pass will take it away. They say it's Grant's pass ball. Way back there. 50 seconds. Nope. Referee didn't like where they kicked it from. 40 seconds. Up. Out of bounds. 23 seconds. South Medford has it. Grant's pass. They get by. No. Yes, it's a goal. With 8 seconds to go. Hold on here. No. Take the points off the board. But a free kick coming up for Grant's pass. It is going to be Marchington. One-on-one with the goalie. 8 seconds left in the game. And a long conference by the officials. They've got it straightened out. All right, let's put the glasses on it here and see. Marchington versus Jordan. Eight seconds to go in the game. Marchington approaches, hits the upright. It bounces away. It's still bouncing away. And it's going to be ball game over. I'll watch it on my instant replay here that I have. Marchington approaches. It hits the upright. It bounces away from the goal. And nobody can get a hold of it. And it's ball game over here at the Lithia Driveway and Driveway Field. My, oh my. 8 seconds to go. Grant's pass had a shot to win it. Just couldn't quite do it. And we end up with a 0-0 tie. Stay with us for the Know Your Role postgame show, which comes your way next. Visit travelmedford.org/knowyourrole to see how this campaign is changing the culture of youth sports for the better and to learn about your sports ground where the West Coast comes to play. And because there was no score, we'll just move right into the Know Your Role postgame show because we really don't have a whole lot to recap tonight except that there were two teams that came out here and played an awesome soccer match. They goalies in particular on both sides of the field gave it all that they had, and that's how we ended up with a 0-0 tie. They Hemmingson and Jordan both kept their teams in this game and kept the tie going. So that is really the story here from the field here. This will move Grants Pass in league play to 2-4-2, 3-5-2 overall. South Medford goes to 1-5-2 in league play. They go to 3-6-2 overall. What does that mean? Don't know. We'll check that out and figure that out when the rest of the games are over tonight and we actually know some scores. But a defensive struggle and a bit of a gem, as we say, by the goalkeepers tonight, as neither team could mount much pressure, but Grants Pass had a shot. Right there at the end, Marchington had a free kick into the goal and just hit the upright on that net. That's how close they came to winning this game. We thank you for watching today's broadcast. We'd like to thank South Medford High School for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Night on TableRockSports.net. And a big hearty thank you to our officials. Visit TableRockSports.net to see when our next live high school sports events are scheduled. Again, the final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard is 0-0 between Grants Pass and South Medford. This has been a presentation at TableRockSports.net. Our executive producer is Joe Brett. With Colton Treadway, I'm Terry Ross saying thanks for watching and good night from Lithia and Driveway Fields in Medford, Oregon.